This is what PUBG Europe Contenders all comes down to. The final map, the final match, and things are still not decided. The top of the table certainly is, but it is still all to play for, down between your probably 11th all the way to like 13th place.
It would require for Quickmath to get taken out. It would require for them to finish in last, and for BetterLuckNxTime to get the highest scoring result of this tournament of 31 points.
So really, it's just between Last Crew and Jokers, unless we see the insanity happen.
Pretty much between last Crew and Jokers. Technically, it's not over for BetterLuckNxTime, but let's be honest, it probably is.
Now, if we want to look down the money side of things here, right, I'm going to break down the standings. So, first place gets 10,000, second place gets 7,000, third place gets 5,000, fourth place gets 3,400, fifth gets 2,000, sixth gets 1,500, seventh 500, and eighth 500 as well.
Yep.
ELGIGANTEN narrowly missing out at the moment on a chance to get there with those points. But we were talking about it in the break, Cormac. Tempest, beginning of, or the end of last week, they were in 13th place.
Yep.
They're now in 7th place. We saw them in Group B, and they looked phenomenal. We were very worried about them coming into this final stage because it just seemed to slow down and be non-existent. But ever so surely, they're chipping away. And you said that what? It was
They've gotten a chicken dinner every day this week.
that on its own is impressive. Yeah, that's what you want to be looking at. And is it, what maps has it been?
Good question.
Sorry, I've just thrown you under the bus there.
You kind of have thrown.
Well, you do that, and I'll deal with the play-in at the moment, because the play-in for this is pretty fair. Everyone's going to get to where they want to go. It's more understanding if anyone tries any madness. Like, personally, if I'm Jokers right now, I'm just going to go send it for the team that's closest to me. Like, sod it. Let's just all go in, guns blazing.
To be honest, I'd probably do the same as well.
We do like the insanity, though, and these guys are playing the smart game. There's a reason we're the commentators and they are the professional players when it does come down to it all. Now, a fair spread. Remember, it's a smaller map of Sanhok, so it's easier for these teams to get to where they want to go. We'll be looking for Last Crew that go to Tam Bang, jump in their boat and rotate round, unless the circle lands on top of them, but quite often than not, it doesn't go near them.
All wins have been on Miramar.
Ooh, so Tempest's wins are all on Miramar. Can they have some success here on Sanhok to keep things going? You never know. We'll have to wait and see. But they are one of the teams that are guaranteed at this point to be over to the PEL Promo. And once again, Airstation Mike going up against Moops. These guys find each other oh so often. The circle has gone down onto our southwest island. And Last Crew this time, well, maybe they'll get in the boat and they'll just go around the world instead.
And it's kind of adept that when we started Sanhok on Phase 3, as far as I know, the very first game of Sanhok was a Southwest Circle. So I think it speaks for itself that the last game of Sanhok on Phase 3 of Contenders is a Southwest Circle. What kind of result will we see for these teams? Airstation Mike, when you talk about prize money, they are only 3 points away from Tornado Energy in 5th place, and they're only 10 points away from Unity in 4th. So they could get a higher amount of cash prize if they get around 11 points plus and beat out the likes of Tornado Energy and Unity.
Now, for a team like PG18, right, they have no organisation. You're about to take first place $10,000 home. Imagine going into promo and then having a good promo as well, getting to PEL. Then you have teams knocking at your door non-stop trying to grab you.
Honestly, yeah, okay. At the start of the finals, I would have said no. But now, the way PG18 look, yeah, I reckon they can challenge quite heavily against the 4 teams that will be going down to the PEL promo phase.
Well, the good thing here for the teams that do make it through, they've got the understanding of how each other play now, so they only have to focus on the other 4 players, the other new 4 teams, that come in.
And plus, they're going to have the whole of PEL Phase 3 that they're going to be able to do the research on. They're going to be able to look back on the VODs if they haven't already been doing so. There's a load of information out there for these players to absorb like a fresh sponge.
Fresh sponge, the best sponge.
Oh, yeah, fresh.
Don't want an old one, right?
Oh, God, no. God, no.
The one that's got all like them furry bits on where it's been used for a while.
Or or you have a bit chipped off from washing the car and it gets caught on the windshield wiper. But anyway.
By the way, I want to own one of these vehicles. Thank you, Mr. Observer.
I think it's called a tuk-tuk as far as now.
I'm down. I'm so down. I'd be driving that around Kiev all day long. Meep, meep. Diddly, 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 diddly. Living my own PUBG real life experiences out here.
Just don't drive.
Oh, double. Noki thought he had that. He'd done a nice bit of damage already, but headshots will be landed and Noki will be dropped down.
Well, the team that could take advantage of this is actually Airstation, right? They could come in for the third party.
KnorkiS just cost himself his life. Not what you wanted to see early on here.
Don't mind me, I'm just part of the grass. I'm not here, guys.
Ignore me, ignore
The
me.
reason why my tag is green, I blend in.
Camouflage tags. Airstation might, though, now finding more of the Moops players. They got the first opening kill of the day onto the Moops players, and then they got the first opening kill of this game onto the Moops players. Airstation Mike and Moops are like magnets attracted to each other.
I told you Airstation Mike could take advantage of that, right? They haven't been able to push too heavily, but they've gotten another kill, and they're backing away, so very well played by them. Not pushing too far, not being too tunnel visioned. Just being aware of where they could end up. They are in a bit of a 2-2 split for now. The Tornado Ranger are popping shots also in the direction of Team Moops. As these teams are looking to rotate, the good thing for Last Crew, they don't have to get in a boat. Well, they technically could, but there would be pretty much no point.
I'm saying they should get in the boat, just for old time's sake, and go around the entire map, and then just swim back around. No, they'd be like, what the hell? Doesn't make any sense. But they'd still be alive, where other teams would have died out.
If they looted up enough, yeah, that would be a viable strategy. It wouldn't be an entertaining one, but it would work out for them as Orange from Unity trying to connect onto the members of Jokers who are making their way across outside the circle, I might add, on the coastline of the mainland up Northland. We do also have InsideGames that are not anywhere near the circle for now, still in mainland. Tempest are close to the bridge on the east direction. But they have to be careful because BetterLuckNxTime are camping inside the circle on this southeast region.
No, I love this already from PG18 and BetterLuckNxTime, camping on the bridges.
Yeah.
Waiting for teams to find their way across if they do want to come in from this eastern side. Hugstar of Airstation Mike going to find a knock onto Sakura, and Airstation Mike, it's like they've just become a different team for this game. They've come out aggressive. fEJK will find himself getting headshotted down, but he's not finished off just yet. Hugstar to be burned. That's a lot of damage onto Hugstar. He will be able to just about survive there, heal himself up, but Sampula's going to do the same. fEJK's just burning away slowly. He needs to be rezzed. He needs to be brought back up. He can't afford to be sat on the floor for too much longer, but Hugstar's running out of options. Another molly goes down, but will it reach him? Oh, that's close. You can see it from the side.
Oh, my God. I bet you they can feel the heat of that Molotov. Coming right in their direction. It's ToWzErA. The third party comes through. The return from Team Moops says, you didn't finish us off, you'll pay the price.
And look, they're back up in their little hut. It's the place that Moops love to fight from and trust it to be double to deal the damage and put the hurt onto Airstation Mike. You can be aggressive, you can charge forward, but if you haven't got your wits about you, if you're not covering all angles, you will be going down.
Now, we do see the edge of the circle fight down the southeast direction between BetterLuckNxTime and Tempest. Raging on, they've seen trade knockdown after knockdown as Abula tries to find Hugstar. The throw down shot from Hugstar to get the job done. Kajuni coming in. Airstation might go out in 16th place, just about surviving. YMCA, they've got nothing to lose, and they're going to do as much damage, cause as much hurt as possible.
Our winners of the previous game, they have gone down. It's BetterLuckNxTime that finished them off. BetterLuckNxTime were camping the bridge just north of Camp Charlie, and they ripped Tempest apart as they tried to come across.
Oh my God. Now, what can Double do? On a side note, whenever I think of Double's name, you know the show Powerpuff Girls?
Yes.
I always think of the theme tune, Prepare for Trouble. No, actually, Team Rocket. Prepare for trouble, make it double.
Yeah, that's Pokemon.
There you go. Yeah, Pokemon. sorry. I don't know why I got mixed up, but either way.
We know you're watching Powerpuff Girls, that's for sure.
Hey, I loved that show when I was a kid. As well as Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, I loved his sister, Dee Dee, just ruining all his plans the whole time. And that's exactly what YMCA was able to do. They ruined a lot of plans for teams around them.
Yep.
But now Sakura's paid the price because he's the only one that's still standing up. And this is the thing, Airstation Mike, YMCA, Moops, they've all been fighting early, but they're all dwindling on numbers already.
And I do think, as far as I know, Airstation Mike only got 2 kills in that game, so it's not even if Tornado Energy go down with no kills, I don't think it's enough for Airstation Mike to jump up ahead of them.
Oh my god,
bro.
look, Jupsig, look.
How many shots do you need?
I want to know where Jupesig's focus was. That was so easy for OK Bro to get, and he was still panicked and struggling to actually connect the shots. But either way, he got the job done. Milky Way are now dealing with Jokers, and this is not what the Jokers would have wanted. This could be it. This could be game over for the Jokers' hopes and dreams. They currently sit down in 13th place. They needed a hell of a lot of points. It needed to come from this game. And he doubled down on trying to take down the YMCA players. He's going to be finished off finally. And he's been such a strong contender for Moops today. But it just isn't going to be enough. They will be going out in 16th place overall.
Indeed, indeed. As Reggie Birdo in this game is at least left standing for his side, if he can cause a little bit of hurt onto a couple of these teams and maybe change the focus. Joker's Moon is just left standing. Unity going on the edge of the coastal line.
I love it. They got boats as well. Last crew didn't get in a boat, sadly. They are just above Narkam and Sami. I'm really terrible at saying these names. I just found like I'm just saying the most British way of what they look like. I need to find someone that can actually teach me.
Well, you're already trying to learn Ukrainian, never mind how to say some of the names.
Yeah, mate, Ukrainian is a whole different world of confusion and learning.
Okay, so...
That's it for Jokers. That is it. Better luck next time. And I'm not talking about the team. It's the next time they come back to Contenders for the next phase.
On one hand, like, I'm kind of, on one hand, I'm glad that we can now focus on this individual game. But on the other hand, you know when you love to see the final place go down to the final moment of the final game? That's what I was kind of hoping for.
Yeah.
But
that dream scenario. We had that for one of the games, but it was for the group before we got to final stage. And it was 1 point that was landed for... it was Sigsy was able to hit the one kill at the end that enabled them to actually qualify and get through to final stage in 8th place.
Yeah, me and Toby had it on the PL Phase 2 Contenders promo phase for InsideGames, and it was Odstrelovac on Miramar that just...
Always had to be Odstrelovac, didn't it?
He got a 1v3 at least.
Do you know what? I don't even know the dude personally. I just think Odstrelovac is this like stone cold killer in real life with like no expressions, because he never seems flustered. Like he gets pressure. We watched him have nades thrown at him. He was the solo player and he still walks away with 3 kills and just comes out. You know, like in a movie where the flames and everything's burning behind him and he just walks out like, I did it. I expected this to happen.
It's like he strives under the pressure.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, my God. So as we get through this game, PG-18, Dave, made their way into the center of the circle a little bit further north than both Reggie Beardo and YMCA, but they hold that sniper tower, right? That we saw Airstation Mike hold on to, that we saw Team Oops hold on to. It's still inside the circle.
Oh, it's such a key position to have. Gives you a lot of vision as well. PG-18 on the hunt for some of those last crew players. It's all a bit of a waiting game for now because everyone has good positions and there's actually quite a lot of space. If you're looking at the map stream, there's just players dotted everywhere. The solo players are in the same hut, but just on opposite sides. And then everyone else has got their own team places to fight from. Now,
I am going to keep an eye. One thing that we can at least have a look on is the battle between 8th place, because you said that there's 500 to play for. So if ELGIG can get 9 points and Milky Way goes out with 10 points and Milky Way goes out with 0 points, then ELGIG will jump up into 8th place overall. And when we look at this who's looked better on Sanhok, ELGIG have 100% played Sanhok better than Milky Way.
So it's a big jump up in prize pool as well. 8th and 7th get $500 each.
Yeah.
6th gets $1,500. 5th gets $2,000. 4th gets $3,500. 3rd $5,000. 2nd $7,000 and 1st $10,000. So it's a lot to be split, but it's a huge jump up if these teams at the top can maybe make some last-minute changes. And for Unity, today, you fell from second, $7,000, and you're currently in fourth at $3,500. You've lost half your money unless you can have a huge game just now.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. It's still within their grasp, but they're 12 points away from 3D Max. And that's tough. Unity have gotten a couple of wins on Sanhok. I think they've gotten at least one win on Sanhok throughout the stages. But how's this next phase going to shift up? It's actually going to center quite nicely.
Super even. Even Sakura and Reggie can just chill for the moment. I love how these two, they know exactly where each other are. They've shot at each other, and they're just now like, let's just wait.
Do you want to be neighbours?
Hey, can we just keep it peaceful for a little bit, you know?
Do you have a lend of some sugar? No, but I have a lend of an M4 if you want.
And some grenades.
And some grenades or a Molotov as well. Yeah, would you like some fire to boil that water? To make that cup of tea? As Marcelek trying to pop shots off that area of PG-18. Northern Lights making their way up, but they're being pinched by both Tornado Energy and PG-18. The high ground that PG-18 holds on to is proven pretty good for them for now. Wanderer's jumping up, trying to spot the heads of Northern Lights to give that info to the rest of his team.
Unity were trying to play it smart on this western side, but then they got challenged by 3D Max, and they don't seem confident enough to push on it. Now they're also going to walk into last crew, and you can see Jampy's taking shots at them. Unity need to find their idea of how they want to approach this, because both ways they've tried to go now has made them fall back. So they've not had the understanding of how they might be able to battle out in this one.
Grenade being thrown out by the Wanderer. Will it go into the hut and catch out a couple of members? It hits off the side of the door, but we do see OK Bro knocked down. That's going to be a Kobe. All members going out of that hut as Deep and Perfect is trying to stay in cover. It's very, very hard for them in this moment in time. They just got to wait out and hope. And this is what they're doing. These got knocked down. The third party from that crew paying off for now.
More nades landing. This time it's InsideGames. 2 knocks straight off the bat. Zampeek's able to get the job done, but can he get any more for his money? It's nades galore, and Zampeek also needs to bring his teammate up. He's still massively outnumbered in this fight. Northern Lights now turning around and firing back. This time at 3D Max's players. Unity still having the battle with last crew.
We also saw 3D Max join in on that fight with Unity as well. Zampeek connects onto Izoom. Perfect is popping shots off towards the members of Tornado Energy. Car blows up. Example goes down, leaving Compot and Aaliyah just left standing.
And these are the standings we have at the moment on your sides. This does not include the kills, might I add. This is real-time standings based on placement points and the current points they have. So the current points on the right-hand side of the numbers. On the left-hand side is the place they're currently sat in. And once we get towards the top 8, they'll all get +1 at least. But the kills are also a huge factor in this, and more kills potentially come in the way of the Wanderer as he takes down Marcelek there. Marcelek just going to try and crawl away as best he can, but he won't be able to escape this time around. He's shut down and out of it by PG-18. And one thing I'd like to see for PG-18 is at least they get 8 points, because then they get a nice 350 at least. That'd be a good threshold to break over. Ooh, Aaliyah. Nade bounces over the smoke. AK Skills doesn't have a chance in it. And YMCA, they'll be the next ones to fall. They're going out in 11th place. And YMCA, they will end in 16th place. If Moops can get one more point, they'll at least grab 15th. There's not really a big difference between it, but I mean, hey, bragging rights and all that, why not?
Of course. Every little helps, speaks for itself.
And you got to remember that, like, 15th and 16th will still go to the next phase of Contenders. While it's not like, so top 12 are important, but 13th to 16th will still go through to the next Contenders phase anyway. They don't have to re-qualify. They made it to the final stages, and they'll have time to work on their skills. As Unity, we tapping away onto last crew. InsideGames are the next to fall, and it's Milky Way doing the damage onto them. Was some fire put back onto them, but Milky Way, they're not done just yet. And you've got to remember, BetterLuckNxTime has still got some players in this, but they are having a bit of a struggle now against PG-18. Last crew are the next to fall. This time they couldn't survive against Unity. That battle was going on for quite some time, but it's eventually ended. Tornado's still on top of this hill. They've got Quizzy in their sights. Aaliyah just spotted him out. Quizzy goes for the pre-fire on it, but can't make the shots connect. Trying to work his way around, but Aaliyah has the high ground in this. Will utility be used? Aaliyah pops out, Aaliyah gets the kill, and the job is done. Unity out in 9th place.
Good stuff by PG18. Better luck next time. They go out in 8th place. They try to go up against this PG18 squad and did not survive. Milky Way, they've got a bunch of kills. They could even overtake Airstation Mike if they play this right. They're in the placement points. They've gotten a bunch of kills. I think they've gotten 5, maybe 6 kills in this game so far, but they do have to rotate across that road into circle. Northern Lights, they were facing so much pressure in that hut, about 5 to 10 minutes ago by PG18?
About 6 nades came their way.
And they're still a 3-man team.
It's not bad.
Crazy.
They brought OK Bro up as Reggie. He can't avoid the circle damage for much longer, especially at phase 6. And that's Moops' journey over, and that can see them falling. And I think 16th place. I don't believe they got any kills alongside that.
Didn't they get a couple of kills onto Airstation Mike? Or
True.
was that YMCA?
YMCA picked up some, but I think it was Moops that did a lot of that.
Yeah.
So there might be a couple onto there. They might just go ahead of YMCA.
They might indeed, but this game rages on. D's trying to hide behind that loot crate. Tompot hasn't spotted, but he turns his attention onto Wander, jumping around.
Recrent with a headshot, saved his teammate's life. Tornado go down in 6th. That was absolutely huge. There was so much damage being done. It looked like Deez was going to go down, but their headshot from his teammate comes in, and he will live to fight another day. But now they've got to go straight into a battle with 3D Max, who are also under pressure from Milky Way. PG18 are flurrying across here. They want to get into this fight. But 3D Max, will they be aware? More damage being done. Phantom gets 1 knock, but Solar's down on the floor. PG18 straight into this fight. Deez is quite low on health. Recrent throwing off many nades forward. Furex trying to get some of his own back up, and Deez might be unable to avoid that. Milky Way go down in 5th, but the fight between 3D Max and PG18 isn't over yet. And Recrent, he has to back away. Deez is on the floor. Time is running out, and it's only these two left alive for PG18.
He's so close to the circle, at least so he can just whittle his way, snake his way into it. Deez is going to go down. It's only a matter of time as this 4-man 3D Max team look to end the final stages of phase 3 with a chicken dinner. They get a bunch of points. Can they overtake, potentially go ahead of InsideGames? I don't think they can. If they get enough points, they actually can, to be honest. If they get a chicken dinner, and I think at least 11 points, they will overtake InsideGames in 2nd place. There's a chance, but Northern Lights, they're pushing out of the hook right now. Frorax is looking for them. Can't connect the shots on, but ELGIGANTEN there looking to find a shot. The kill gets taken away. That's going to be another point. 4 kills for 3D Max for now. Make that 5 as Northern Lights, they go down in 4th place.
Morpheus is still around the corner though. He spots the feet of Furex, tanked him up a little bit, but there's just too many 3D Max players in front of him. They eventually surround him, but a great effort from Morpheus. Headshots landed, and Recrent, he delivers a headshot of his own and a kill alongside it. He is on point with it, looking for more, but this is not something that he should be able to do. It's now into a 1v1, but 3D Max had all the advantage in their favor. The great thing here though is that Furex doesn't... Oh no, Recrent!
What?
Oh, he tried to get the heal off in time. He couldn't make it happen, so 3D Max will get the win. A great effort from him, but he mistimed that. Furex was running away. Recrent didn't want to push into the circle just in case because he could have taken damage from it. Oh, that should have never been a 1v1 in the first place, let's be honest.
Yeah, but it would have been nice to have ended on a 1v1 between 2 of the top teams.
I'm disappointed it went to a zone die-out. Yeah, I'm with that. Oh, man.
Oh, feels bad, man. But you can't deny what Recrent did with that bolt action in the end.
That headshot.
Beautiful stuff.
And it was just timing. So many players would sit there normally and prone and be really chill, and then they'll just try and get the 2nd place. What he did was actually stood up and do more damage because he knew if I can get a kill here, then there is still a chance I could win. It's just a shame the zone had to come and get him.
Yeah, Team Moves, they got 3 kills.
Ooh.
And they got 7th place, so that's going to be 4 points. I don't know how many points YMCA got because I think they were in a bit of action as well. But if it's less than 2 points, as far as I know, Team Moose will overtake YMCA. That's something. I don't think 3D Max have done enough from kill points alone, even though they got the chicken dinner to overtake InsideGames. but they've definitely gotten that third place overall. Like, what a last game. Crazy stuff in Sanhok. It was a similar circle, a little bit similar as we'd seen in the first game, a little bit more down south as far as I know. All the action was kicking off so many times. That was Recurrent just popping off with that bolt action so much. And it's also, it's not so often that you see a bolt action in Sanhok being successfully used because it's a smaller map and you have snakes. It's more of the AR damage that you want to throw out or the QBU, which is just so powerful as a loadout, as a weapon. So for that bolt action to be used, man, it's nice to see.
It really is nice to see, and soon enough we're going to see our final standings for PUBG Europe Contenders here for Phase 3. 48 games for the final stage, and we are done and dusted. Jokers walk away with a 0-point game at the end. It was their chance. They were in 13th place. They had an opportunity to make it towards the promo, and they just fell short when it mattered the most.
Yeah, I think YMCA have actually kept on to that 15th place because they got
the 3
points themselves.
Oh, it's close.
Northern Lights getting 14 points. That could pop them up ahead of Milky Way in 8th place. No, actually, no, because Milky Way got 9 points. So, yeah, and actually, LG good dog. So that's just going to stay.
By the way, we do this at the end of every phase. This crazy us, like, let's do quick maths. But because obviously they get points and the other team, like, one team may have a great game, but then you have to minus the points the other team got. And, when this standings come up, we will be able to crown our top 12 who make it to the PEL Promotion Phase 3. Everyone else outside of it, the 4 teams that didn't make it, will go through to the next phase of Contenders for 2020. And my God, I can't wait to commentate all of that action once again when it comes to it. Because the great thing that I love about Contenders compared to, say, a PEL, like, obviously I'd love to commentate PEL, but PEL, we see these top teams. We know their tendencies. We watch how they play. With Contenders, I get to see so many players that are up-and-coming talents. Like Moon, he could fit onto a PEL team any day of the week if he wanted to. Such a skilled individual player. We saw stuff from so many of these players. It's just like there's moments where you think, I'm seeing something in this player which shows us that he's going to be a star for the future.
And you see the evolution of the teams, right? I know PEL teams do that as well, but it's much more noticeable, I feel, in Contenders, where you see the teams that start off with a certain playstyle, but they evolve their way up. These are your overall standings. This is going to be your top 12 teams going through to the PEL promotions.
Last crew made it. Quick Math, ELGIGANTEN, Northern Lights, Tempest, Milky Way, Airstation Mike, Tornado Energy, Unity, 3D Max, InsideGames, and our big champions. They made it after changing a player from the groups into this final stage. And the reason they made that change was down to communication. They changed out Nemrith so they'd have all the same speaking language on the team. We spoke to the Russian commentators about this. And PG18 came back heavy hitting, 355 points, and dominated the most consistent team. And they delivered on another level. That is us done for PUBG Europe Contenders. But I will say that Unity and PGA team, you both made changes. We criticized the Unity one more than PGA team for obvious reasons, because communication is the key to success. But for Unity, they had this great moment where it was, they just suddenly turned things around. Because the first week of having this new player in their lineup, it was like, exactly. It was a week and a half. You're right. And it was just like, we were sat there thinking, oh no, like, they're done. This is game over. This is not what we wanted to see.
As I said, 80 games for these teams they played in the whole of Phase 3. Over 2,000 minutes of action. Every single one of those teams, all 16, even the teams that didn't make it through.
Yeah.
So much respect that they deserve for putting it out on the line to try and make it through. Just well done to the 12 teams that did make it.
And I think that's a point that everyone at home should note as well, is that this may have just been 16 teams and one team has to come 16th. But this was the final stage of PUBG Europe Contenders for Phase 3. Just to even get there, to make it through your group is a very difficult thing. So hats off to all the teams for taking part, the players for putting in the hours and working hard, and you guys at home for watching the whole way through with me and Cormac. I hope you've enjoyed another season, another phase of Contenders PUBG Europe. We'll be back in 2020 with more of it, and I hope we will see you guys then. Continue to enjoy all the action over the weekend with PEL as well, and watch how the conclusion of that will go down, because the 4 teams that are at the very bottom will be going up against our Contenders teams to fight for those spots in PEL, and that's what this is all about. PUBG competitive esports is here to stay, and this has just been the first year of the inaugural season for this to all kick off. Guys, have a wonderful time, whatever you're doing throughout the rest of the week, and we'll see you next time.